let's turn to Carla Crivaro, who's a sex and relationship coach. When it comes to dealing with images, messages and everything else, possibly from a previous and finished relationship, what's your advice? Good morning.
Morning. Thanks for having me, Nick. So when it comes to having messages that we're not expecting, I think it's really important to be really honest about how we are receiving the messages and if those messages are something that we're receiving on a frequent basis. In the instance of the Macron situation specifically, with regards to that, a lot of it comes from, receiving a message and sending a message, because in the information that was sent to me and the Independent article, he sent the message saying that she was pretty. And it's not unusual for us to find other people attractive. And, what makes the difference between it being, the correct behaviour or the incorrect behaviour is what we do with that. Do we move forward and actually take action? When it comes to messages from exes or people in the past, it's that energy there is the energy of still wanting some sort of connection to them and being really honest and open. And if you don't want that connection with somebody from the past, then saying, I don't want that, and really having your boundaries and saying to the person, I'm no longer interested. And then with your current partner, being really open and honest, because I think the biggest thing comes is when we're not speaking with honesty, when we invalidate other people's concerns. So, for example, with Macron, invalidating how Bridget felt about it. And then, if you receive a message from somebody from your past, also with your current partner, saying to them, this isn't what I want. I'm, really sorry that it's upset you and that you're feeling really uncomfortable about this. What can I do to make it better?
And if you see a message on your husband, your wife's, your lover's mobile phone, obviously we can't condone slapping him in les chops. So what should you do, Carla?
Ask them. I saw a message come in. I don't want to impose on your phone or, I want to respect your privacy, but this has made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Can we have a conversation around this? And somebody who's got nothing to hide is going to turn around and go, yeah, sure. They sent me a message. They saw something on Facebook. They saw something on my socials and chose to reach out. Or if it is something, a little bit more nefarious, let's say, then they need to be honest about where they stand in that situation. Being really open ensures that people feel safe.
Lastly, what have mobile phones, iPads, these messaging systems, what have they done for the strength of relationships?
It really depends on the individual. So some people enjoy the possibility of staying connected a lot more frequently during the day with their partners. If you have a long distance relationship, it enables you to stay more connected. Also, you get to share a lot more of your life quite easily. The downside of that is, we never really have the opportunity to take space, to move away from each other. And, for some people, they do require more space than others. And it can start to feel a little bit claustrophobic always, people having access to you. So it really depends on the individual. But, the most important thing is communication is key. Share what you need, what helps you feel good in relationship and what your own needs and boundaries are.
Carla, thank you. Carla Crivaro is a sex and relationship coach.